TGIF. So we're going into an important discussion this morning on Myanmar. 1 year on from the coup, as we know, and a coup that the people of Myanmar have paid a very high price for. We're still deeply concerned about the humanitarian situation on the ground. Airstrikes, abuse of human rights. It's a really serious situation in Myanmar. It'll be our first opportunity today to hear from the new special envoy, and I look forward to hearing from her. I know her remit also covers the Rohingya part of the people of Myanmar who've suffered deeply, of course, include those Rohingya who've been displaced, and I know that the situation in Rakhine State is deeply concerning from a security point of view, so we have a lot of concerns. It's a pity we're not meeting in public to discuss these, but we think it's an important opportunity 1 year on to take time to meet and reflect, and hopefully to see Myanmar reset and back on the path to democracy. But I think we have work to do.
On Russia, your foreign minister visited the European Union last week. One of the concerns is the notification of the military exercises in the sea. Is any concern? Is something that you might brought up on Monday's meeting?
Well, look, as you know, there has been an open meeting called on Ukraine on Monday. My Foreign Minister, Simon Coveney, has said the situation in relation to Ukraine is enormously concerning, enormously serious, I believe he said. He met with foreign ministers in Brussels on Monday and remains in contact with all his colleagues, of course, as their developments proceed. You mentioned the naval exercises off the coast of Ireland. The Minister has said they're not welcome. This is a period when we want to see calm. We need to see de-escalation, diplomacy and dialogue. That's what we favour in relation to the current set of circumstances. So we've made our views clear that they're not welcome, and that's what the Minister...
As a follow-up on that, there's been some speculation that the fear is about underwater fibre cables that link Europe with the Atlantic. Is that a genuine concern as far as Ireland is concerned?
Well, the whole situation is a concern. We want to see the situation in relation to any visits by naval vessels managed in calm and security, and our Minister's view that they're not welcome at this time expresses really our overall position.
Ambassador, on the Ukraine meeting on Monday, don't you think that it would have been maybe better to hold that meeting for a later time until, as a last resource, if negotiations and talks with the Russians don't lead anywhere?
Look, this situation is, again, we've said it, enormously serious. You see us here at the Security Council on many issues saying when we have situations of tension, we need to have dialogue, we need to use diplomatic channels to resolve those tensions. I hope the meeting on Monday will help in that direction. It's an information meeting. It gives us all a chance to sit and calmly assess the facts and what's happening. Our desire is to see absolutely to see de-escalation. We fully support the sovereignty of Ukraine, and that's something that we will say very clearly on Monday, and we want to see the discussions we will have on Monday contribute to de-escalation, diplomacy, and get everyone on the path to dialogue. Thanks.
One on Myanmar, quickly, Ambassador, if you don't mind. As you say, it's a private meeting today, a closed meeting. You would have preferred a public meeting. My understanding is one of the reasons is ASEAN didn't want a public meeting, and that's my question. ASEAN, 1 year on, have they really been doing enough? Have you confidence in them? Have you confidence in their envoy who comes from Cambodia, a country that sent Hun Sen, its prime minister, to go and have a meeting with the junta? Are they really doing their job?
Look, ASEAN has a really critical role to play. We always believe that the regional organisations, I come from the European Union, we see the African Union playing very important roles. ASEAN has a responsibility. We want to see a coherence in ASEAN as ASEAN helps to resolve the situation in Myanmar. So we would encourage the new Cambodian chair to bring colleagues in ASEAN together and to contribute in a constructive way, and we hope that will be the case. We'll hear this morning from ASEAN Special Envoy, and I look forward to hearing from him, and we'll also have some questions about what ASEAN hopes for. But is ASEAN an important player? Of 100%. And do we want to see that contribute to a positive evolution? 100%.
Thank you.